Hey boys and girls, today we're looking at Mountain Khaki pants. This is a wintertime pant that I like a lot. I've worn for many years. I wanted to show you how many years actually I've worn these. This is my original pair of Mountain Khakis that I probably bought between 10 and 15 years ago. Triple stitch, it's the 14 ounce, it's heavy stuff, 100% cotton. And there's where you get the wear on these guys. On any pair of pants you're going to wear on the heel, then they've doubled up the heel. So that makes these guys, after 10 or 15 years, however long it's been, viable. But what I really want you to see, look at the size of the leg on these. It's huge. And I used to be huge. I used to weigh 185 pounds. I got cancer, I went down to 135 pounds. So I'm back, I'm getting fat again, but that's way too big in the leg for my skinny little white boy legs. This is a more recent version of the same pant. This is the Mountain Khaki, and it's their original Mountain Pant. I think they call it the Mountain Pant. Let's see what it says here. Original Mountain Pant, slim fit. So what happened is, a few years ago, they, by popular demand, started coming out with slim, I think regular, and was it slim, like extra slim, and regular, something like that, or athletic, which is really big in the leg. So I bought the slims as soon as I could find them. I mean, as soon as they had them, you know. I get a pro deal from these guys, just to let you know. Remember, we're working on this new series called the Gape. And I get pro deals from Mountain Khaki, and I have for about 15 years. And before that, Mountain Khaki is a great company, you know. I used to buy these pants before I got any pro deals at Mountain Hideout, at Orvis. At one time, Orvis carried these pants. That's how good they are, and that's how good they've been. The staple of Mountain Khaki is this pant right here, and that is why they started to take their main staple pants, and even some of the ones that were just, you know, seasonal, and making them in slim, and or I think they might even call them narrow, but I think it's slim, regular, and like athletic. So the slim is perfect for my skinny legs. When this slim came out, I think I bought 3 pairs. Remember what I told you when we were talking about the Gape? If you find something you like, make sure that you go ahead and buy more than 1 pair, because they can go away. And they did go away. So Mountain Khakis, for better or worse, is, you know, they got to trim their sails sometimes just like everybody else does. And that means, apparently, narrowing the number of styles that have the different leg size. Now, these are my latest pairs, still called the Mountain Pant. However, there's some changes here. This fit is now named the Classic Fit, so they must not have, Classic Fit I think is like the original. Well, the original is a lot skinnier, the Classic Fit is a lot skinnier in the leg than the old original pant. I mean, it's just significantly different. So here's this one, look at that, and then here's this one. So you're taking off about, I don't know, about 2 inches probably. That makes a big difference. Let me tell you why. When they had their pattern makers make patterns around 2014 to 2016, the patterns were too large. So the pant legs were too large. Mountain Khaki probably suffered a little bit under that, because they were like, I would get their they used to use really ultralight fabric. I think they still make those seasonally too. But they're not as thin as they used to be, which is understandable also. But what happened is, when I'd be on the water and on the skiff and the wind's blowing, the wind would blow those big bloomers so hard that it would sting my legs. That's how much extra fabric there was for my skinny little legs. I quit wearing them. And I contacted them, and I guess some other people did too, and said, hey, we need some different leg widths, different cuts, because they've gotten too big. The patterns just ballooned like Americans balloon during good times, and they quit fitting the right way. Well, that's when they came out with these other slim fits and everything else. Kind of turned the boat around for me, as far as Mountain Khaki goes. And so I bought a couple pairs on a dip. So what you want to do, if you are thinking about Mountain Khaki pants, is keep an eye on the website, because they'll do a buy one, get one 50% off and things like that. People. And the Gape, remember we talked about the Gape. Here's the lesser expensive stuff, and at the point is the expensive stuff. These are $90 a pair. Retail, without a discount. I didn't pay that. And I couldn't pay that. That would be $180 for 2 pairs of pants right here. That's a lot of money. So I kept my eye on it, and I saw a double dip on the discount, and I jumped on 2 pairs. So now I'm set for the next 10 years. Can you say that about the pants you're wearing? You know, guys, let's go back. Let's roll this back just a minute. I have reviewed $20 pairs of pants. I've got $20 of pairs of pants that I wear all the time in the warmer weather. These are cold weather. When they've added a little bit of spandex, a little bit of stretch to it. They've changed a couple things. You know, the belt loops look a little tighter than they used to be, so your belt might not fit as well. And they changed the pocket from a regular double pocket. These guys have double pockets, people. Double pocket over here on the right, 2 pockets. And look at the bend right here for putting your knife right here. I mean, that is just fantastic thinking right there. And they've been that way forever. As far as I know, they've been that way. That had that little hook crank right there and the double pocket for as long as I can remember. So they've changed one thing on their pockets here that I can see just right off, and that is the pocket, the double pocket now on this side has a zipper on it. And I understand that, and it's just as deep as the other pocket. It's great. So we got 2 pockets. And you still got that crank right there where you can put your knife, and it's out of the way so that when you stick your hand in, you're not getting scratched by your knife or anything like that. As if all of this wasn't good enough, they're gusseted. A gusset on men's pants comes in right here at the crotch, gusseted at the crotch. They can gusset them at the knee too, but these are gusseted at the crotch. Go get your pair of pants out of the closet. Well, I don't care. These are the bang right here, man. This is it, because you can stretch and you don't get, pressure. Let's just put it that way. You don't get pressure. If you get pressure there, it kind of changes your day, If you get a lot of pressure, it really changes your day. It might change your life, actually. So those are the things. Gusseted, heavy fabric, a little bit of spandex in it now. $89.95 I think is the price, and these are the, let me look, let me just get the name exactly right. This is the classic fit in the Mountain Pant. They're not made in the US, or else they'd cost $300. And guys, when it comes to pants, for me, Sri Lanka, when it comes to pants for me, and that's where good cotton comes from near there, that's why. I like pants that cost $300 and $400, but I don't have any. When you look at selvage jeans and things like that, and these will last as long as a pair of brand new 501s. I mean, come on. Factor out your cost over 10 years or 15 years and see what you come up with, because I believe that Mountain Khaki is a huge value, even at $90 a pair. That's a lot of money. But the thing is you get what you pay for, and this is one of those cases. Mountain Khaki and I have been together a long time. I hope they stick with me, even though I do Walmart pants and I do Wrangler pants, all those others that begin with W and upside down M. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Mountain Khakis, good stuff. Let me know. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. And check out my other reviews in the Gape coming in 2026. There's going to be a lot of them.